Hi guys, it's Jen Pitta with By the Shore Stamping, in for another Teach Me Tuesday episode today. I have a quick one. We're working again with the Everything is Rosy bundle, but more specifically the Rose Gold Shimmer paint. I think this shimmer paint is my favorite of all of our shimmer paint. It's just so beautiful. So I thought I would share another project using this product. I'm just using a small strip of the paper that comes in the bundle and also the Night of Navy rose gold ribbon, as well as the shimmer paint. So those are the items I'm using from the actual bundle, which is still available through the end of the month. And you can watch last week's Teach Me Tuesday to see all the stuff that's included in that bundle. But what I wanted to do today is I wanted to show you how to actually stamp with this shimmer paint. So I put a little bit of the shimmer paint in the cover of the shimmer paint bottle, and I'm going to use my sponge dauber. And I'm going to use that to actually daub that right onto my stamp. So I'm just dabbing it on, and then I'm going to stamp with it just like I normally would. And I'm stamping on a 2 by 5.5 inch piece of crumb cake cardstock. I wanted to kind of get like a vintagey vibe going, so I'm using this on the crumb cake cardstock. So I'm just going to go ahead, and I can actually ink it up a couple of times with just that one dab of paint. Now I'll probably grab a little bit more and then start over. We'll just dab a little bit of this on. And I'm just kind of switching these leaves around to make it look like scattered. And we'll do it again over here. Whoops. And maybe one more time up in the corner there. And maybe one more time right down here in the bottom. And now, of course, this is paint, so you would want to let this sit for a little bit. And actually, I've got some pretty good blobs there, so that might actually take a little while to dry. So fortunately, I did one in advance for you, so you can see that fun shimmer on there. So I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to take my crumb cake ink and my sponge, and I'm going to ink all the way around this, just to kind of to add to that vintagey vibe here. And then I took a thick Whisper White card base, so I cut that at 8.5 by 5.5 and made a card base for this. So now that I got that all nice and inked up, I'm going to go ahead and grab the card base, and I'm actually going to layer this on top of the pattern paper first. So I'll take some of my adhesive, run that right along the side there. And I'm going to go ahead, and I can actually use my grid paper to help me make sure I get this lined up straight. So I'm going to line it up with this second line. Line that up. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach this right down to the card. Oops. I apparently cut this the wrong way. Or maybe this is cut the wrong way. Hold on. Let's see. Because I thought I cut that 5.5. I did, so this is a little bit bigger than it's supposed to be. Let me trim this down. There we go. Alright, now that should be good. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to layer that right onto the front of the card. It's a little bit over. Oh no, it's not. I guess it's okay. And then I grabbed a scrap piece of white and my Night of Navy ink, and I'm using the sentiment that says, "May your birthday be filled with pretty things." And I'm just stamping that Night of Navy right on Whisper White cardstock. And I'm going to take my 1 3/4 inch circle punch, and I'm going to punch that out. And then I'm going to use my crumb cake ink and my sponge again, and I'm going to ink this as well. Okay, that will be my sentiment. And then I'm going to grab some of the Night of Navy ribbon, and I'm going to kind of fold it back and forth here because I want to kind of have it as a little cushion under my greeting. So I'm going to fold that, so that's probably about the size I want it. So I will cut this with my ribbon scissors, and then I'm just going to take a little bit of adhesive and I'll plop this right down in there, and I'm not going to make it perfect. I'm just going to kind of lay that down like that. You can see it's kind of lifting up a little bit, but it's going to be fine because I'm going to go ahead and grab some dimensionals, perhaps, and I'm going to steal a few of those, put them on the back here, and then layer that on top of the ribbon and nestle that down into space. Whoops, I kind of put that on a little bit crooked, so let me fix that. Like that. And then I took, just for a little bit of a different look, I took my corner punch and I just punched the corners of these. Maybe. Oh, there we go. I should have done it before I put that on there, apparently, because I didn't want to slide all the way in. And then one here, and one there. And then we have the finished card. Super simple, but I love that shimmer paint just adds some real glamour to the card. And I actually did on the original one, and I don't know if you can see it in the video and which one you like better, but on the original one here that I did, I actually added the rose gold spritz. So I used the shimmer paint to make a rose gold spritz. I just put 70% rubbing alcohol in here, about 3/4 of the way, and then I dropped about 8 to 10 drops of the shimmer paint into here, shake it up really well, and then you can spritz it onto your card like a little bit of a shimmer paint. I don't know if you can see that in there, but there's the two to show the difference. There you go. And there you have it. Another fun project with the Everything is Rosy bundle. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you next week for Teach Me Tuesday. Have a great week.